222. Nationalism. Chalcedon Position Paper number 206, November 1996. One of the problems to the modern intellectual is nationalism. It is a disturbing phenomenon to the modern mind because it is an irrational idea. Most modern national states are all made up of very different groups. Thus, a few European countries have substantial Celtic minorities whose desire for freedom is a real one. The Spanish Basques are intense in their insistence on freedom, and so on and on. Marxism is strongly opposed to nationalism, but the Soviet Union became an incubator for many nationalistic causes on the part of various minorities. Intellectuals have long promoted internationalism, a one-world order, but it seems as though efforts in that direction are counterproductive. Not only nationalism, but localism is in resurgence. Now, nationalism is indeed irrational. Few countries have natural boundaries. Even island countries have differing groups. Britain has the English, the Scots, and the Welsh, not the most harmonious of fellowships. Japan has, under the surface, very ancient and differing groups. Mexico has Indians, Spanish, and Mexicans. Despite these problems, the modern nation-state survives and reasserts itself. In the face of a growing internationalism, we have seen such breakups as Czechoslovakia, the Soviet Union, and Yugoslavia. Others may soon occur. At the same time, the drive for a one-world order is very great. Intellectuals and, quote, liberals, end quote, see it as the intelligent and inevitable solution to mankind's problems. The formation of the modern state was, after all, in most cases, the union of various states of differing characters. France was once a collection of nations, and Germany, well into the 18th century, was an array of very many states, great and small. Even now, many, quote, Germans, end quote, prefer to identify themselves as Hessians, Pomeranians, Bavarians, and so on and on. Our purpose is not to defend nationalism nor to criticize internationalism, but to call attention to a modern fallacy. To call nationalism irrational does not mean that it is contrary to reason, but it can mean that it is not a rational need. Rather, it can be a product of intelligent historical developments and necessities. Again, to call internationalism a rational idea does not make it a necessity. The world is too much influenced by Hegelian ideas which see the world state as a logical development. However, history is not the outworking of reason, nor Hegel's Geist or spirit. Its goals and developments are not determined by what philosophers see as rational, far from it. The attempt to reduce history to a rational order and goal is a product of humanism from at least Plato, if not the Tower of Babel, to the present. But the, quote, reason, end quote, governing history is not man's, but God's. It is His sovereign purpose and decree. Its meaning is not to be found in man's reason, but in God's eternal plan. The goal of a one-world order in the Tower of Babel was to establish determination and control, not in God, but in man. The good society was to be created and determined by man, and its reason was man's idea of truth and freedom from God. Nationalism has been a roadblock to man's efforts to play God. The confusion of tongues serves to divide men for whom division, not sin, is the evil. Nationalism does not necessarily mean natural and good divisions into nation-states, but it at least provides a limited insurance against world tyranny. Precisely because the various forms of tyranny are growing, so too will the divisions. Marxism, the triumph of reason, usually bad reason, over history, will continue to beget more nationalism. China may well see a return to various actually free realms within the United Front, in effect, a return to the old regional warlords. There is a rush to divide as the pressure grows to unite. The intellectuals are so convinced of the rationality of their one-world state that they fail to recognize that the world does not move in terms of their rationalistic imagination. Contemporary attempts to determine the future of man rationally are doomed to fail because they have no roots in history, nor in man's hopes for his future.